Okay, so hello and welcome to yet another Gaming Masters video. So today we're going to be having another episode of our series called Inbox, and we're going to be playing Prison Architect on the PlayStation 4. Now this has been on game preview for Xbox One for quite a while, and has literally just launched on PS4 and Xbox One normally today. So I wanted to give it a try for you guys. And let's get started. So, would you like to play the first prisoner's story? Yes. So I'm just going to leave you this little bit for the time being while it's running this kind of like cinematic thing. So now I can hear the audio, so I know what's happening. Suppose we've got to pick the phone up. It's a tough one. As a prisoner incarcerated double murder and sentenced to death. So where we come in, we've been contracted to construct an execution chamber in time for the guy's big day. Sorry, I want a new facility to be built. First step with any project like this is to construct the building itself. We need to make sure we have enough space inside to fit all the rooms we require. In this instance, we need an execution chamber and a cell. Let's get started. To construct a new building, press the left hand side on the D-pad to open a construction menu and then select structure. From there, simply building, brick, position the cursor where you would like to start building, and then hold X to drag out the shape of the building you would like to create. Okay, so it seems to be fairly simple. Now, I've played this on all platforms, I think, and I wasn't a huge fan of it on PC, if I must be honest. And Xbox One I didn't play a huge amount of because it's only just come out properly. Okay. But yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of it over on PC. Didn't play a huge amount on Xbox One. I think part of the problem with me is games like this, I prefer to have a simple control system. On PC, sometimes games like this, you have like a really complicated control system. And I tend to try and make sure that it's as simple as possible. So we'll see what happens with this. So far, I'm finding it fairly easy to use, which is good. I didn't play a huge amount of it on PC though, as I said, so let's have a look. Can we speed this up? Deprioritize this job. L3? What's L3? It was that one that I pushed. Huh. Okay, that's going up a little bit quicker now. go. So I'm just going to do the tutorial for you guys in this video. If you do want more episodes, I will do them if you want them. In and out of the new building. Oh yeah, that might help. To build a jail door. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fairly obvious. So walls and doors, and then they want one there, so I suppose we'll put one there. But yeah, it's basically a prison simulator kind of game. Prison architect. So you design your own prison, you manage the inmates as such, you help out around the prison and make sure that everything's carried out as needed. It's fairly cheap. It's an indie game, so it's about £12 or so. And I'm not sure. It might be on last gen consoles actually. Just having a look for you. Prison Architect. Yeah, it's on Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4, and PC. I thought it wasn't on PS3, and I was right there. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting game. I would advise you get it on console though, because the control system is that tiny bit easier. If you do have PC, it's still a good game on PC. It's just that tiny bit harder in terms of the control system. And when it's a game that can become fairly complicated in terms of what you need to do, I advise that you get it on something that will make your life that tiny bit easier. Of which getting this on PC is, console is easier. So now we're just waiting for this delivery truck to come with all the bricks. You ran a guy over. How could you? And then the bricks teleported. Jeez. So I'm just following the guy over here with the bricks. There's quite a bit of customization in it though as well, which is something I like in games. I love being able to customize stuff because you can make everything unique, and the stuff that you can do in this can be very unique, even though you're limited in terms of you're in a prison, so you can't have like a theme park or anything like that. You can still have quite a bit of customization. I mean, you have quite a bit of customization in Tropico 5, which is actually a game I want to return to at some point, and we've still got the bricks coming in. But yeah, I want to return to Tropico 5 on the channel at some point because I've enjoyed that. So, we've been told that there's a lockup. So, or have we got to lock somebody up? I'm not sure. Everybody's in their cells though. We're still waiting for these walls to be built. Still haven't got the last set of bricks come through actually. Unless they are on that last one. It's not particularly clear. Good work. Now are the large jail doors to those dividing walls. Rotate one of the large doors before you place it. Okay. So, instruction, walls and doors, jail door, there we go, and then to rotate is L3. Perfect. So, here come the bricks. No, surely that's not a brick. Oh, it's the door, I think. And hope. Now, why are there so many boxes here? I've just got like a collection of boxes over here that are doing absolutely nothing at the moment. Now, in terms of map size, I think you can actually have it at a fairly large size, but because we're doing the tutorial at the moment, we're fairly limited. So, from memory, you have quite a bit of added space on the left here, and then quite a bit of added space over on the right. And I'm not sure, and also I think quite a lot of space up above and below as well. I'm not sure particularly how much bigger it can be, but it was a fairly large map, and I'm considering doing 2 episodes of this inbox series, one doing the tutorial and one doing a bit of free play as such. We'll see how long this video is at the moment, because if this is just the tutorial at the moment and then we're done, as in this is then the tutorial once we've done this, I'll move on to another thing. We need to designate the room type for each room in our new buildings so that everybody knows what the room is used to be used for. These are rooms. Okay, I'm going to just skip through a bit of that because it gets fairly repetitive and you can kind of use your own process of elimination as such. Ah, okay. So, that's both of those marks. Cell needs to contain a few extra bits and bobs, and then the same with that execution room. So, objects, and that needs a toilet, and that needs to be rotated. Let's do it that way. And then that also needs a bed, so let's do that that way. Not sure why you particularly need a bed in an execution room, but there we go. This shouldn't take too long. We've probably got a delivery to come in. Yeah, we do. So, let's have a look. Electric chair. Who's gonna carry the electric chair for us? Anybody? Ah, here he comes. By the looks of it. No idea why there's so many builders just clustering up outside. But there we go. And we've now started following the guy. Which is just what we wanted. So yeah, this game's actually won quite a few awards actually. Include BAFTA awards, which is the UK Gaming Awards. So that's fairly good. It's a PEGI 16 or M for mature, depending on your location obviously. You can also play it on Mac and Linux actually, so the only platforms missing it are the Wii and the PS3. Okay, so that is, by the looks of it, the tutorial complete then. So, let's see what we can do now. Okay. It's around 11 PM, the lights were already on, I knew she was home. Creepy. And now, you're going to die. Rip. I wouldn't kill somebody over an affair, but it's not particularly nice to be having an affair, is it? So, that's the reason why we're going to be executing this guy. It's a fairly reasonable kind of like result of having an affair with somebody and going a little bit, I wouldn't say crazy, but going a little bit out of his way by killing them both. I know it's not a particularly nice thing, but I wouldn't kill somebody over it. I would just try and, well, not ignore them as such, but leave them and try and not have anything to deal with them anymore. But I suppose some people prefer to take it out on them, their partners or whatever physically, which isn't right, but you get punished for it. And that's why he's being executed. So, let's choose the power supply option here. Electrical cable. Now, did I select that last little box there? I don't think I did. Oh, I'm so confused. So that still needs to be fitted by the looks of it. And here it comes. It will probably take a while though, so I'm not sure. I'll probably end up having to dig it up and things. Now, it's annoying that they don't deliver everything all in one go. That's annoying. Because they should just wait until you kind of like backed out the menu. Because look at how many lorries I've had. 1, 2, 3, and there's probably a 4th one coming, I think. So it would be awesome if they kind of like waited until you ordered it all properly. But there we go. That's what happened. Is there a 4th one gonna come? 2 have left already. 1's there. It might not actually need a 4th. I think it is per like bit that you add on. Now, construction. Can I do this? I can't do it at the moment because I'm still in the tutorial. That's a shame. So this is almost done now. The power is slowly being extended over to this generating room area. There we go. Lights aren't the only thing that needs power. The electric chair does. More electrical cables need to be used. Okay. So, I kind of wish that I could have done it all in one go, because it's kind of annoying, but there we go. We'll see what happens. I doubt that they will ever change the way that they do it, because it's the way that the game works on PC and it's the way that they've designed the game. And I'm probably just a bit fussy with it. And they would need a lot more community members saying, hey, you need to do this, for them to make the change. You can't just take the feedback on one person. If the community is millions of people, of which this game has sold quite a few copies. I think it